for the big Italian side. So let's start then with Inter Milan. Last season they finished in a very disappointing 8th spot in Serie A, and there will be a lot of investment this summer. Already there has been by Roberto Mancini. They've been a team that have been on the wane since they won the treble under Jose Mourinho, and now looking to make the comeback. They announced the signing of Jonathan Bibiani, the Frenchman, on Monday, returning after spells at Sampdoria and Parma on a free after Parma's financial meltdown. He failed a medical last season at AC Milan, but this season he's ready to go, and Inter have high hopes for his return. Also in the team today, Kondogbia, big money signing from Monaco, 35 million euros. Martin Montoya has also arrived this season from Barcelona. He's on the bench today. Miranda is not in the squad from Atletico Madrid, and Jason Murillo will be presented to the press tomorrow. He was voted the best young player at the Copa America, and Inter have swooped for him. So it looks as though it's going to be Carpi to get us underway here with Kevin Lasagna and Jerry Umbakoyu to get this game underway for the underdogs of Carpi, and away we go. They kick off all in white up against Inter Milan in their traditional blue and black stripes, of course. And, well, the first offside flag is raised there after only 15 seconds or so. Carpi looking to go straight on the attack against Inter Milan. It'll be interesting to see how Inter approach this one. Maybe a little bit lackadaisical against the German Stuttgarter kickers side on Saturday, as we see a lovely flick there from Kondogbia, looking to impress the fans from the very off here. And will we see a bit more desire and a better attitude to this game today, I wonder? Well, they've also not in today's squad is Shaqiri. He could well be on the move. They've also seen Podolski leave the club after his loan spell came to an end at the end of the season. So it's all change in midfield, with Roberto Mancini apparently looking to Kovacic to play the Pirlo role. Let's see if he can do that alongside the more destroyer Kondogbia. There's an interception, the ball played a long way up the park there by Porcari. And that's the first touch in goal for Samir Andanovic, the Slovenian keeper. And first real attack coming together here for Inter, but a good challenge there on Rodrigo Palacio, right in the corner, and he seems to have taken a blow to the face as well, the Argentinian. Well, it was a complete accidental collision there with Gagliolo. Oh, looks as though he's in some pain, Rodrigo Palacio, as the physios come running on. So now let's take a look at Carpi in this break. And of course it's a famous season for them, their first time ever in Serie A. After 2 seasons in Serie B, that was also their first time at that level. They reformed in 2000 after bankruptcy, and since then have absolutely flown through the leagues. As we see a replay again, and it's difficult to see what happened to Palacio. Immediately, Gagliolo apologised, but he's back up on his feet and ready to go. So Carpi's coach then, Fabrizio Castore, has mostly managed in the lower leagues, has no experience of Serie A whatsoever. But in his first season at the club last year, they won Serie B at Acanta. Well, I'm sure that most pundits will be expecting them to struggle, but they've got plenty of desire in there. They haven't signed too many new players as yet. I suppose it's difficult for them to attract players, although they do get a lot of young players on loan from bigger clubs. As here's a chance for Palacio, and he's recovered from that blow a minute ago to slot his team home. It was a lovely ball through to him from Kondogbia. 3.5 minutes in, and that's 1-0 to Inter already against Carpi. A brilliant finish, and that is absolutely clinical from Palacio. Scored 8 goals last season. He'll be looking to add more than that this season. It was our first time ball through to him, just playing off the shoulder of the last defender, and he could slot it home past Francesco Bonucci with ease from about 16 yards. So that's an excellent start to this pre-season friendly then from Inter, as Carpi looked to get into the penalty area, straight back at them. And, well, a great effort there from the tight angle from Kevin Lasagna. He'll be looking to link up front with Jerry Mbakoyo. But on that occasion, he broke so quickly, there was no one in there, had to go for the shot himself. Tried to wrap his left foot around it, and he almost got the bend to beat Handanovic. But it also beat the post. Well, an excellent then opening 5 minutes to this friendly match. Looks as though both teams are going to go for it here, particularly in this first half. And Carpi, well, their team, of course, very inexperienced, particularly at Serie A level. And they'll be looking to sign players who were released from the big clubs, or to get young players with potential on loan. Although one interesting signing for them is Kamil Wilczek, who was top scorer in the Polish league last season, had 20 goals. That adds some firepower for them. Let's see how he settles. Not in the first team today, but he's in the squad. As Inter calming down the possession here in the middle, moving the ball around very nicely at the moment, as Federico Di Marco tries to break forward from left back. An under-19 international, only 17. And now the ball is at the other side of the penalty area here with Brozovic. Has to play the ball back. There was a lot of traffic in there for Carpi. And defenders getting back well. As Kondogbia has started this game excellently with a couple of neat flicks and tricks in the middle. Also set up the goal, of course, for Palacio. So Van Jesus forward to the Frenchman, onto Brozovic. And it looks as though Roberto Mancini is looking a lot to his Croatian midfielders, as Hernandez turned really well there, but couldn't force the ball through. And now there is a long ball over the top, and Handanovic has to come out of goal there. He gave Juan Jesus a good call, and he was coming. No mistakes from the players on that occasion. Out for a throw in here. Chance for the long one for Carpi. Fabrizio Poli it is, with the layback, and then the cross came in. Disappointing in the end. And then the break is on immediately for Inter. They are on the front foot here in this opening 7.5 minutes. This is Brozovic again, picking out Palacios. Low ball in, chance for two. And it's hacked away by Carpi. Under a bit of pressure here. Once again, the ball back through to Palacios. And tried to just clip the ball in there. And that will be the first corner of the game. Good defending from Fabrizio Poli there. The man who's been at Carpi for 5 years, has seen a lot of promotions in that time, 3, making over 100 league appearances. So the corner to come in then from Hernandez, the 30-year-old Brazilian. signed in January last year for 20 million euros from Lazio. And he scored 5 last season. They'll be looking for a bit more than that from him this season. And we've just got a bit of a break in play while he has to go and collect the ball. So ready for the delivery then. There's a bit of pushing and pulling in the box as far as I can see. Ranocchia is in there, and in the end the delivery is long and over the heads of everybody. Goes out on the far side for a throw into Carpi. So Letizia with the ball down the line there, but out of play. Just slicing it. As it looks as though Inter have gone through a good training regime here. Particularly the midfielders are linking up really well, as there's Mauro Icardi for the first time. Just dropping deep, the Argentinian. 2 Argentinians up front. He was one of their big success stories of last season. The top scorer with 22 goals. In fact, the top scorer in the whole of Serie A with that total. And he signed a new contract. Very happy here at Inter. The man who spent time as a youth at Barcelona. And they've certainly got the players into Milan. It's just whether they can get the system going. And so far it's working like clockwork here as we go over 10 minutes played. They've been through a lot of managers since Jose Mourinho. And they'll be hoping that Roberto Mancini returning will lift the club. Well, that's good defending from Carpi. Not diving in. They're not pressing too much either. They are allowing Inter time on the ball. Quite happy just to see what they can do, as there's a good effort to try and keep the ball in there from Di Marco. Just failing to do so, though. Maybe not quite as sharp as they could be, as we see Roberto Mancini there on the bench, the former Manchester City coach. As Kondogbia at the moment is dominating this match. They can't even get anywhere near him, the Carpi players, at this moment in time. Whenever he's on the ball, it's looking skillful and graceful. Looks like a very good signing, even for the 35 million that they paid for him. Impressed last season in the Champions League with Monaco, particularly against Arsenal in that competition. Absolutely destroyed them on that evening. And now be plying his trade in Serie A and looking to do it week in, week out. This is Di Marco again. He's looking to link up with Hernandez. A little foot roll, and another one gets to the byline. Low ball in towards the near post. Well, Carpi there just a little bit hesitant in defence as the next ball comes in. They can't quite get it clear here, Carpi. Pressure is really on. And the hesitancy coming from the keeper, Francesco Bonucci. Seemed to go for the ball and then allow one of his defenders to clear it instead. As Van Jesus plays it out to the left. And the players at the moment rotating all around. Now it's Icardi who has gone right up front on his own rather than dropping deep, and Palacios just playing in the, looks like a double number 10 position at the moment with this man Hernandez. And well, just a bit of a loose touch there from the Brazilian. Brought down the defender Letizia coming in on him. And Carpi looking to get on with it pretty quickly, playing the ball into the corner. But the referee has seen an infringement there from their Nigerian striker, Umbakoyu. Just a little tug on the captain, Andrea Ranocchia. And he had big shoes to fill after Javier Zanetti retired as captain. He's done excellently since. He is one rock at the back for the Middle East as they've invested a lot in their defence. As here's another chance, and Icardi just trying the little flick there. The Marseille turn to try and trick Bonucci, but there wasn't a lot of pace on the ball when it came to him, and he couldn't inject any pace into the shot to really trouble the keeper. And away Carpi go again, down that left-hand side. Titi just overlapping into Mbaku. Maybe a chance to bend the ball in here from the byline, and they've claimed their first corner. Fabrizio Poli really making hay down that right-hand side there, linking up well. We haven't really seen too much from their wingers at the moment, Pasciuti and Di Gaudio. As they play the short corner routine. Next ball comes in, dealt with easily by Inter. The ball in was from Pasciuti that time. And at the moment, Carpi just struggling with 15 minutes on the clock to get any real possession together. Inter Milan are dominating as far as that is concerned, as we see a little bit of action there coming in. Porcari just making Kondogbia know that he's there. They're maybe just starting to warm to this contest now. I think they've had enough of giving into the ball all the time and letting them get on with it. They want to show what they can do now. Well, the crossfield ball just nodded on there. That worked for Pasciuti. A lovely sidestep there away from Icardi. And trying to get the ball in. It's deflected on its way in, but well seen off by Juan Jesus. And now maybe this is a chance for Kovacic to spray the ball around a bit here. And they're attacking with pace down that right-hand side with D'Ambrosio, who's at right back instead of Martin Montoya. And that's lovely skill from Palacios, and he's picked out Icardi, who puts the ball back into the centre for Hernandez. He had to retreat outside of the penalty area, couldn't get a clean shot away, just keeping possession. And a clip ball back in towards Icardi. It looks as though the Inter Milan midfield are really flowing at the moment. As we see Ranocchio with a lovely interception there. Kondogbia again. Kovacic. It seems as though Roberto Mancini really does fancy him as the shield in front of the back four and then just playing balls around. Got a lot of potential still, as there's a ball down the right-hand side here for Carpi. Zania was the man who's had their only shots so far. Trying to pull out to the right-hand side. And they're growing into this match now, Carpi, after a shaky start, especially conceding that goal after 3.5 minutes to Palacios. And they could have just let their heads drop from there, but they haven't at all. They've battled back into this in the last 4 or 5 minutes. But while they're pushing forward more, that could mean that Inter Milan will have a little bit more space up front for the likes of Icardi to exploit. So Kondogbia just giving the ball away there. Bit of a slack pass. And that's a poor ball all the way through to Handanovic. Well, it's first first touch and then move the ball on here at the moment for Inter. None of the players taking too many touches. As they say that though, D'Ambrosio has just stopped in his tracks, and then is that a foul on Palacios? Yes, it is, from Letizzi. So they take the free kick short, not interested in playing the ball into the box. As Condovia turns on the ball and he's challenged by two players. And now this is really starting to heat up in the middle. Really good play from Raffaele Bianca there. Man who has experience with Juventus over his career, particularly when they were in Serie B. He could be a really big help to them this season. It's a mastermind in midfield. Looked to get his foot in as well, as we saw there. And they're doing well, Carpi, at the moment, to limit the chances at this stage for Inter. As we see Palacios go down again, clutching his ankle. Says he was caught. Play goes on. The advantage is with Inter Milan. And, well, now that has broken down, and Carpi can move forward with Di Gaudio out on the left-hand side. And it's another great tackle on him from Ranocchia, not allowing the winger any space whatsoever. Expertly taken. Here is Palacios, who is back up after rolling around for a bit after the challenge on him a minute ago. We've just played 20 minutes of this match then. It's 1-0 still to Inter after they took that early lead on 3 minutes through Palacios. And they've not managed to extend the lead. And they have been looking to make it 2-0. Palacios again just squirms away from the challenge there on him. And straight into the arms of Bonucci, the keeper. As we see Fabrizio Castora there just in the screen. They've masterminded their promotion, Carpi, to Serie A. A lot of it to do with this man, as there's a chance of an own goal and it just goes wide. Well, Ranocchia will say that he meant it. He knew exactly what he was doing, but it seemed to just slice off the outside of his foot as the cross came in from Mbakoyu. Went the right side of the post as far as he's concerned. Handanovic was flat-footed. He could have done nothing about it. As Carpi have now had 2 corners to Inter's 1. Again, they take it short, and now the ball is bent in. A better ball that time. Now maybe have a chance for a shot. It's ping-ponging around in the box. And Inter can't get it clear. And there's a big chance here maybe for the equaliser, and it's snuck in. And it's 1-1. Well, Inter just could not clear their lines whatsoever. And Kevin Lasagna has punished them by slotting the ball past Handanovic. It's not a pretty goal at all, but Carpi will not care about that at all. They're back on level terms. It's a nice finish from him, but it's poor defending all round from Inter Milan. Just could not get the ball out of the box at all. On 3 occasions they failed to do so. And in the end, Carpi doing just enough right at the halfway stage of this first half to pull themselves level. Well, Inter could have been 2 or 3 up, to be honest, but just in the last 8 or 9 minutes, Carpi have shown more what they can do, more what they're about, trying to force the issue a bit more, and they've made it 1-1. So what will Inter do from here? Well, if I was Roberto Mancini, I'd say just carry on as you are. They have been controlling the ball well, keeping it flowing. turn for Hernandez and Condobia. Just the ball down the left channel for Icardi. Tried to flick in Palacios there. The defender behind him just did enough. Maybe a chance here for Condobia to pull the trigger. Goes for the short pass instead. And it was a good idea as the ball is played in for Icardi. And his far post header makes it 2-1. Well, Carpi were on level terms for 2 minutes. And, well, a bit of slick play from outside the box from Inter. And a little volleyed cross towards Icardi, and he controlled his header superbly to beat Francesco Bonucci with relative ease. It's a lovely ball across to him. And he arrives just at the right moment. The ball over from D'Ambrosio. And so, 25 minutes gone, and it's 2-1 to Inter. Very entertaining encounter so far. Long may this continue. As Carpi now looking to get themselves back on level terms as quickly as possible. And they've got a set piece, they've got themselves the corner. Oh, can they cause more trouble for Inter Milan here at the back? All of the players for Inter are in the penalty area, incredibly. And they've done well enough to get that one away. Good distance on the header from Palacios. Now it's Poli for Carpi here, pushing forward with this throw-in. Well, everyone wants the throw-in, and in the end it goes for Inter. Oh, disappointing for Poli there. In my eyes, it did look as though it came off Condobia last. Well, Fabrizio Castora would have been delighted that his team got back level pegging, and then really disappointed that only 2 minutes later they fell behind again. And as we see Palacios there with a challenge in the air. It's given us a free kick and then kicked the ball away. Just having a word as well with the referee here, but well, it's a friendly. The referee's not going to pull out his card for that at this stage, I think. And there's a bit of miscommunication there on the right-hand side for Carpi. Pasciuti and Poli is getting their wires crossed, the ball going out of play. And when Inter up the tempo, there's not much that Carpi can do about it. With the quality of passes that Inter have in their midfield, as the ball is crossed in from the left. And, well, it's an emergency clearance there from Letizi. Don't know quite how much he knew about it. The ball rather hit him, as the defenders in the centre, Romagnoli and Gagliolo, just misjudged it. So to deliver this second corner for Inter will be Federico Di Marco. In it comes, and it's an easy take for Bonucci. Will have enjoyed that one. And bowls the ball out immediately here for Letizi. And more good challenging coming in there from Kovacic. The Inter fans around the ground here really appreciating that one. This is very much like a home game for Inter at their camp, with only a couple of hundred Carpi fans in attendance. A long ball down the field. We haven't seen a lot of direct play so far in this game, and the keeper there just getting himself into a bit of a tangle with Palacios. He got away with it though, as Palacios was forced wide. Babanussi there, just taking his eye off the ball maybe as Palacios was closing in. And that almost led to a grave error. Still the ball comes towards his goal as well. This is Hernandez, lovely bit of play, and it almost squirmed under the body there of Banussi. Well, he got such power and venom into that shot with his left foot at the near post. But Banussi just did enough, as you can see there, to divert the ball away from the target. Deserving of a goal because he really had the defender on toast there. So next corner for Inter. In comes the delivery towards the far post, cleared and away. And it looks as though Inter have got the grip between their teeth again here to try and open up a clear lead against Carpi. There's another chance from distance this time. Having a dig was DiMarco on his left foot. I think the fans appreciating that one as well. The 17-year-old does not look overawed whatsoever, the under-19 internationals. Well, Inter squad very, very strong, with the likes of Vidic and Garin, Medal, Miranda and Bibiari not in it today. Once they all get fit, it's a really good problem for Roberto Mancini to have, and I'm sure that he would also like a bit more squad depth as well. And here's Kovacic, marauding through midfield. And Palacios was free on the left-hand side. He looked up and spotted him, decided not to go and try and play in the Argentinian. As the telescopic legs there of Condobia just managed to bring the ball back under control. It was a loose pass to him, and he's got his team going forward again. Well, he seems to have fit right in so far into this team, the new signing from Monaco. As now Juan Jesus plays the ball out left. Condobia covering every blade of grass, and it's a lovely nutmeg, but very good recovery from Poli. And then Poli dives in this time, and Inter come away with the ball. And they want the free kick, and they've got it as well. Well, it was Romagnoli coming in there on Brozovic, who was making good ground. We've played 31 minutes, and this is an ideal free kick position, really, for Inter, you'd have to say. A real chance here for them to make it 3-1. Just drifting inside was Brozovic as he was brought down. Poli maybe just guilty of diving in a little bit in that incident. As we see there, yet certainly being clipped there was Brozovic by Romagnoli. It looks as though Hernandez does fancy this one. Oh, what's he going to do? Is he going to go over the wall or around the wall? He goes over, and it's a beauty as well. It's 3-1, and what a celebration as well. The Brazilian free kick master has done it. No chance for the keeper at all. He was over the other side of the goal. And Hernandez, though, had the presence of mind and skill to get the ball up and down over the wall with great power. Oh, that's brilliant. Right into the bottom corner. And the keeper could do absolutely nothing. He is stretching every sinew to get there. But no chance. So, 33rd minute, Hernandez with the free kick goal. And that makes it 3-1 to Inter in this first half. And I think that Roberto Mancini might just be impressed by what he's seen so far, other than that goal conceded, which was very, very sloppy. They've given a very good performance so far. Lasagna was the man who scored against them. And on that occasion, with that piece of action, it was Mbakoyo who wanted a free kick, but the referee not interested. And at the moment, the Carpi midfielders are being run ragged by this passing game from Inter. This is what we didn't really see enough of last season from them in that disappointing 8th spot finish. They didn't look confident enough to just pop the ball around like they are right now. And a new season brings new hope. As there we see more telepathic play again, and a chance for a fourth. And just slipping over there was Brozovic, the Croatian, as he tried to drive forward with his left foot. Well, it looks as though the referee says it just took a nick on its way through. I'm so sure about that one, but with 10 minutes of this half remaining, Inter get another corner. So in comes the delivery. It's a very good one, and just punched away. Back in again from Brozovic. Didn't get anything on it though, and Carpi could clear. And that was good goalkeeping in the end from Bonucci. That's 3-1, certainly a deserved clear lead at the moment for Inter. Up against Carpi here, although given the ball away there in midfield. A chance here for Carpi to bomb forward. And Di Gaudio didn't need a second invitation, and he's been brought down as well by D'Ambrosio. Doing really well there to make up 20-25 yards of ground before being tugged down. Well, they've gone for goal, trying to surprise Inter, I think, there with that early effort. I think it was Lasagna with the attempt there, but it's ended up wide of the goal. Not testing Handanovic. Well, we've had now 3 efforts on goal, scored 1 of them after a bit of a mix-up from Inter. Handanovic trying to clip the ball out to the left there, and he's got right underneath it and far too much on it. And that gifts possession to Carpi. Well, Di Marco coming away with the ball again. He does look a talent at left back. And, well, almost Palacios getting away there from the defender as Ronakia, as the ball is fired down the other end, just stepping in with grace to get the ball away. Not spectacular defending at all from him. Just gets his positioning right, and again there, he knew the ball would drift down the left-hand side as the camera focuses on him. I doubt he's even broken sweat here yet. As here's Icardi. We haven't seen a lot from him in recent times. Pops up again. And he's just tugged back there as he tried to turn away from the midfielder there. Pashuti bringing him down. Certain free kick. Easy decision for the referee. Hernandez, who scored that excellent free kick for 3-1. So at the moment, you'd have to say for Inter there, nominal front three have all got on the score sheet with Palacios, Icardi and Hernandez. I'll be happy with that those three are linking up well. Well, lots of space here for Pasciuti, and he can't really punish them either, though. And into just slowing down the pace of the game here. 6 minutes to go before half-time. 3-1 up. As I say that, though, there's a lovely little clip ball over the top from Icardi. They could have Carpi on the back foot again. Palacios weaving this way and that to hold up the ball. Gets it back across to Hernandez. And the referee just slightly getting in the way there, I think, of Condobia, who wanted to line up a shot, but he couldn't. Hernandez. Now Condobia can line one up, and he's cut all the way across it, though, the Frenchman. And he hung his head immediately. As soon as he took it on, he knew that he'd hooked it. Didn't get a clean contact on it. And generally, he does have excellent technique and can thunder his shots in. As we're now coming into the final stages of this first half, I would expect that Inter especially will make a lot of changes at half-time. They've got a fairly strong bench that they've named, with a smattering of younger players in there as well. Now Kovacic doing his job perfectly well there, just intercepting, looking up, seeing if there was a ball on to play up front, just keeping it, giving it to Juan Jesus. And the ball has just been ticking over in that Inter midfield really well in this first half. Been very impressed by them. Carpi at times have been chasing shadows. There's a lovely bit of play down the right-hand side here. On the overlap, here's Brozovic, and he's done well to get the ball in as well. But it's headed away excellently by Romagnoli. And then the interception coming from DiMarco. And he's on the overlap as well, and there's a great ball into the far post. And Brozovic, though, just not quite arriving at the right time. Maybe just a bit of pre-season rustiness there. But it was good defending from Carpi anyway to get the ball away. And I think the Inter fans are really enjoying what they're seeing here at the moment from their team. Carpi fans perhaps less so. But I think they're just happy to be at this level, as there's another chance for Icardi, the Argentinian. Half chance, couldn't take it. It's too high for him, as here is Lasagna on the left-hand side of the box. Tried to pick out his strike partner, Umbakoyu. It was just too far ahead of him. Oh, those two do look dangerous once they get forward. I'm sure they will cause problems for Serie A defences, those two. Particularly, as I said, with that backup on the bench of Kamil Vilcek. I'm sure we'll see him in the second half. It's a typical number 9 and number 10 partnership, that one, with the little man trying to prod the ball through for the more bustling Nigerian striker. Worked a treat last season, as here is Palacios. Well, he did well to make space for himself to get the cross in, and then rather lifted it too far over everyone. I think the ball just maybe skipped up as he tried to cross it. Well, I think that the strikers are in for a much more successful time of it. Of course, Icardi was in good goal-scoring form last season, but the rest of the attacking players from Inter rather flattered to deceive. And the ball just going out there as Di Marco stretched. We're into the final minute of the first half here. I would very much doubt there'll be much time added on in this pre-season friendly. There were a couple of stoppages for Palacios at the start of the game, where he had a facial injury, but I don't think the referee's really going to be playing exactly to the books. This has been played in the right atmosphere. Both teams going out just looking to attack, not over-competitive, not diving in with challenges, and it's been a relatively easy game for the referee. I think we'll go in with the scoreline 3-1, unless Inter here can add one more maybe. It's a slice clearance, and more hesitancy from Carpi, but Bonucci just getting there ahead of Palacios, as indeed there is no time added on. As soon as we go over 45 minutes played, it is the half-time whistle, and Roberto Mancini will be happy with what he's seen so far from his Inter side. 3-1 up here, with an early goal from Palacios, which was levelled by Lasagna. Then Icardi made it 2-1 almost immediately afterwards, and the real highlight of the half was